and turn has advanced.
Indeed it has. Let's watch.
Watching.
Alright.
You got your 3?
Excellent. Yeah, that sucks, but whatever.
Better than losing in maximum losses.
Yeah. This is true. Alright, I'm ready to take subtropical Brazil. And
West Russia.
Did he combo that?
Let's find out. Well,
he could have, but his leftovers seem weird. Why would he have 4 in northwest Russia after turn 3? I mean, assuming you take like Volga, Archangels, in west central Russia, and then on turn 2 go to Komi in southwest Russia. Well, yeah, it's the only combo that really, like, is a real combo.
Yeah. Wow, that is strange.
To get it in 2 turns. If he was gonna do that, I mean, he could have started with the 4.
Those 3 on turn 1.
He could have just started with West Russia.
But he couldn't have gotten his leftovers back. On turn 3, his leftovers would be 2 territories out.
Yeah. Now, I guess it's possible he could have, if he got minimum losses in Volga and minimum losses. Well, actually, no, it's not really possible. The more I think about it, because you're hitting with a 4-4 and a 3. If you get a minimum losses everywhere, then you've got enough to guarantee Komi in southwest Russia, and then 1 leftover guy that you can move back to northwest Russia, plus 1 more you can place, which still means at that point you wouldn't have.
Well, that would be on turn. That
2.
would have been last turn.
Yeah, but turn 3.
Another turn.
Yeah, he could do that, but what's the point of just placing 1 guy and sitting?
It's like putting 1 guy there and just. Maybe he failed a 3 attack.
Maybe.
But no, why would he move his guys back? Still doesn't make sense. Especially if he failed an attack.
I don't understand why these guys are here unless he just started with West Russia and not Kazakh. If he had a 3 bonus somewhere.
Okay, so Northwest Russia is the starting point. He could have just been sitting there with
his
4 guys the entire time.
That's possible.
Maybe both of his start locations are 4 bonuses, and for the last 3 turns he's only been expanding in like Middle East or something. It would take 3 turns to finish it. So this turn would be when he would have started expanding in West Russia.
So why would there still be 4 guys in West Russia?
Because he hasn't attacked yet.
Oh, I see. He took it in Middle East and now he's going to start. Okay, he hasn't, but he should have attacked last turn in that case.
Well, wouldn't
or
it
this
help
turn
him get their turn earlier? With the shape of West Russia, it wouldn't have gotten him to be able to do it a turn earlier.
I guess, but the use of leftovers.
Still taking 2 turns either way.
Yeah, but it's still, I don't know.
It's actually more efficient this way for him to have not attacked already.
Well, yeah, you're right with 4s. Whatever.
So that's a possibility. Because some people do that. They just start with 2 4s.
Because they're crazy people.
Sure. Wow, that is strange. Why the hell? Just sitting there like that. I don't know. On this board, that is, especially because all the other territories are around West Russia. You can.
Just seems very strange to me. Oh man. All right. Well, since it is sort of confusing what he could be doing, where he could be, I don't think you need to hit him this turn. I think that there is a possibility he could have West Russia and Kazakh.
I could go to Finland,
and
slowly work around and blockade and slow
yeah,
down.
I don't know. Personally, what I'm seeing right now tells me there's no need to take that route. I'm thinking just sit in Norway for now. And then like take a territory in Labrador. See what he does. See if he places 10 guys in northwest Russia, then we know he's got Kazakh.
Yeah.
And then we can take
8. Then I guess he has a 3 bonus somewhere. Although Should have been able to get that in 2 turns.
Yeah, so it is a little confusing. Whatever he's doing. Yeah, indeed.
And I can't think of anything better. Moving to Finland means I have to use the blockade card, and I'd rather save the blockade card for actually a situation where we know we need it.
Well, we may still end up using that next turn, but...
Yeah, but it's better than knowing that we need to use it there than... He could legitimately just be sitting there with none of the rest of the bonus. In which case, that's kind of a wasted blockade.
True.
Oh. I don't know. This is...
It's very strange, isn't it? I agree. I agree.
Definitely. So, anyways, I assume you're just finishing East China and working on Brazil. You think you're going to be able to finish it next turn?
There's a chance. There's also a chance I won't be able to.
Where's the 4 in Brazil?
It's in northeast Brazil.
Okay.
So basically what I'm doing this turn is I'm guaranteeing North China, and I'm hitting with a 4 in subtropical and 6 in west central Brazil. So if I get minimum losses in both of these, and I have 5 and 3, then I would need to place 2 guys to guarantee southeast Brazil, and 3 guys to take northeast Brazil. That would give me 6 guys to work with in North and Amazonas.
You would need 13 income to guarantee it.
Yeah.
So
if I get maximum losses...
So basically the only way to even have a... you can hit it with a 7 and 3 3s if you get minimum losses.
Well, you mean maximum losses?
No, but that's with minimum. Well, you would be able to do a 7, a 4, and 2 3s with minimum losses. So,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
So you have 1 room for maximum losses. So if you get maximum losses on one of them, you still have a 50% chance to gain the bumps.
Yeah. And if I get max on both, then I've still got a chance, but it's very small because I'll be hitting with a 6. But yeah, I still say that's worth going for. The chances are good enough. I've committed.
Is it potentially better to only hit with 3 in North China?
Potentially. But really all that's effectively doing is increasing my chances from 51 to 64% chance of taking Brazil that turn. Well, let's see. Actually, there's a 20% chance that I won't be able to take it at all.
To 64, but you're also losing 20% from over there.
So 20% of 20% of 64 is what the number.
13. So it's going back down to 51.
So basically it's even.
Yeah. Okay.
That's funny.
So in that case, go for the guaranteed China.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. I'll go for the guaranteed income. So it's basically even. Yeah. Right back down to basically the same place.
So at least it's interesting that it's negligible the difference of how you do that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, in terms of percentage wise, yeah. The probability that you'll end up getting Brazil at that point. That is funny.
Okay.
So what did you...
Oh, I'm hitting Labrador with 4, moving the guy from Kasuitsup down to Kagata. 8 in Norway, just hidden.
8. Alright, yep, I think that's reasonable. And it's very possible he could just hit you and lose stuff.
That'd be nice. Although I think it's more likely he would just hit Finland if he's going to hit something.
Yeah, although
if he hits with everything, it seems extremely likely that he doesn't have the bonus.
Yeah, well, yeah, then we know that pretty
like
sure.
Move or something. If we see him hit last move, it might mean that he still has it.
True. Either way, I like our position in that case. I think we're fine. The point is he can't get to to Greenland. So he's just sort of like dancing around and losing little bits of guys, and your stack in comparison is looking better. And you're also working on East Canada, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to commit.
All right. All right, let's watch.
I'm watching.
All right.
He deployed 9.
He
So
has...
he either has that bonus, which would be really strange, or he has another bonus. He hits Finland first move with 9.
Oh.
He only hits with 9. His other 3 guys are sitting.
Ah, I got maximum losses in subtropical Brazil.
Okay. Still have 50% chance.
Yep, basically.
Oh, well, we have a reinforcement card. So do they, though.
Yeah, I don't think I should take that.
Hmm.
I mean, it would be nice to guarantee it, but it's not that big a deal, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it would be better for me to use it so that I can get progress in East Canada still.
Exactly. And be able to keep the pressure on him.
Potentially, you could take it. I could gift you Norway. You finish your bonus and you stampede across this guy. Using the card, you could guaranteedly finish your bonus this turn.
Well, yeah, but do we really need to use the card here? Because I honestly...
to guarantee 4 income every turn.
Well, here's the thing. This is the issue I have here is I understand that. I like that idea in a way, but what I don't like is the opportunity where I could meet a guy in Africa. And then, well, we use the gift card. Now I'm fighting both players.
Well, I would be moving in right behind you in Scandinavia. So in that event, what we could do is you just send me all your guys that are there already, and then I just fight this guy, because you would have basically given me what, 15 income. So it's like me suddenly using 3 cards over there.
I guess so.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, it is a risk because there is definitely a likelihood that there's somebody in Africa.
I just like the idea of if I can just put pressure on I think you are in a very good position right now against that guy. I mean, it seems to me like it's very likely he's got West Russia right now, which,
yeah,
if that's the case, then he is screwed. I mean, he's really, really screwed.
Maybe I should just put everything there, hit him.
You could do that. I don't think you necessarily... Yeah, that's another thing. I don't necessarily think you need to be honest. He's sort of working himself into a hole here. You could just work on East Canada, and I think you'd be okay.
Potentially. I mean...
He's the one who's feeling pressured right now.
This would basically end up being me just making a stalemate for 3 or 4 turns while I finish East Canada. And then it would sort of rely on you finding the guy in Africa and killing him.
That's true.
Or putting enough pressure on him in Africa so that this guy's forced to try to do something.
Alright, the other option is you could either use a gift or a blockade in Svalbard.
That would only really pay out if to surprise him with a sudden boost of income.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying either gift or blockade in Svalbard.
The blockade would only work if I'm actually going to be aggressive with it. For example, that would be if I...
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying this is the other option.
Considering he can still defend it if he gets first move back. Neither team has an order priority card right now. If he goes for first move back, then he would defend me, and it would kind of be a wasted blockade card because I would still just be sitting in Norway.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking you don't need to really press him this turn by attacking him, because
I don't think that I'm in a good enough position where I can push forward reliably. I don't think I should do that.
Alright. The other option is, of course, well, we don't need the blockade this turn then. Gift card we could use in Svalbard. We could do that, and I could give you guys, and that would not be a worry at all. And that would be surprising, and it would overwhelm him.
Yeah, it would.
Do you think that's reasonable?
Yeah, and can't think of anything bad about it.
See, the reason I prefer that sort of strategy versus the strategy of just gifting me a spot in Norway is because if I'm gifted the spot in Norway, I have to place guys over there, regardless of whether or not I meet a guy in Africa. I can't just give it up because then our gift was a waste then. Or I just give you back those guys and then I'm gone from the area. If I'm in Svalbard and I can shift more guys to you, then that is, well, I don't have to give you guys.
There's another difference.
It gives us more flexibility, though.
Being on the front line with that 15 income makes those guys a turn faster. You can immediately use that income. If you send it to me, then it takes an extra turn before they can be used.
I know, but that's why it's so beneficial to do it. Send you a whole smack dab huge group of 15 guys in one turn.
Thinking about is that I am just as close to Africa as you are through the Azores.
Yeah, but the Azores are not necessarily. I'm not really thinking about Morocco per se. I'm thinking about Central Africa.
The thing is, though, if there's a guy in Africa, he's got 2 to 3 bonuses by now. He's working on his 3rd bonus.
Most likely those are East Africa and Central Africa, yes.
And working on Northwest Africa, or potentially working on both that and North Africa.
Yeah, I could see that.
So coming through Morocco isn't really a bad thing. It immediately blocks him from getting North Africa as a bonus, and then it's 1 turn away from a triple border on Northwest Africa.
The issue is also that you don't really have the income for that. That's another issue. You only have 9 income right now. I mean, once you get East Canada, you'll have more, but...
Yeah, the guy in Africa will have 13 income. Unless Northwest Africa is blocked before he gets there.
Mm-hmm. So that's another issue. That's one of the reasons why I would rather be the one going into Africa than having you do that. I think having you against the lower income player is probably better for us. Especially in this position. I love the position you have against him here. I mean, I know it feels sort of like a standstill, but at the same time, he's in trouble. I mean, he's in really, this is very disadvantageous for him.
He can't make anything happen. He's just got to figure out what he wants to do, whether he's going to block me from getting the bonus or defend his own potential bonus. We're not 100% sure, but it's likely he's got it.
Yeah, it is very likely.
Really strange. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty stupid, to be honest. Now, another thing... next turn, I can check on Russian Far East, although don't know if I actually want to do that because of how slow it is. I don't know if anybody would start there at all. Yeah, I think what I'll do instead is just move my guy down south.
Yeah. You could also come through like Tibet and Xinjiang to, well, we don't. It's unlikely. He's got Kazakhstan because he only deployed 9.
Yeah.
That would be really slow. If you don't find anyone in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
then you should be coming through Asia. Well, then you'd just be expanding in every direction.
Yeah.
Checking on everything. Hoping to find the other guy ASAP.
They're in Africa.
99%.
I mean, there's basically... I mean, what are the other places they could be at? They could be in South U.S., Russian Far East, and Africa, and then Australia. And Southeast Asia's dead, so that's not a possibility. Those are the only other places they can be. Yeah. So they've basically... They're in Africa. I mean, there's no way one of them's not in Africa.
Okay.
Or there's no way not a single one of them is not in Africa.
Yeah.
Or is in Africa. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I've got about a 51% chance of taking Brazil. It's a coin flip.
GLHF. Yeah.
And what are you doing here? Just placing 9, sitting, I can see that.
Yep.
And then hitting Nova Scotia. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I mean, he's sort of screwed here. Oh my gosh. They are in so much trouble right now. Or at least this player is. Depending on how Rodolfo plays. Or Rodolfo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I've committed as well.
Okay. Looking as good as we can make it. Still 51% though.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, we will see what happens when turn advances.
Indeed, we shall.
And turn has advanced.
Indeed it has. Let's watch the turn.
We're watching.
All
We
right.
deployed 14, so we took the card, just like I did.
And he indeed has West Russia. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, he has a 4 bonus.
I missed my 3 in Southeast Brazil.
No. Well, I got my 7.
Mm-hmm. This is good news.
You ran into me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
That turned out well.
Yeah, 15 to 10.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he didn't get a territory either.
Oh, you failed your 7.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Are you... Gosh, I hope no one's in St. Helena.
Yeah, he might be. Oh, gosh.
Ugh.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, you know what your first move is.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll hit Southeast Brazil. And I'll hit Northeast Brazil with 11.
Okay, that should be enough because presumably you didn't hit St. Helena with a stack.
Presumably. And
So I'm just going to be hitting New Brunswick and defending with the rest.
that makes sense.
My moves are pretty simple.
I could see them trying to blockade in Finland right now. That actually...
Yeah, he might.
I could see that occurring. I mean, it's a little risky, of course, because if you just hit Finland, then, well...
Should I hit it then? We will have an order priority next turn, so I could hit it and then order priority back next turn. He's not going to hit me this turn.
True, yeah. Well,
or do we want to save our order priority card for something that which might be more useful?
I don't think we have to use it anyway. I mean, what we could do, you could just go to Finland with everything, and then, yeah. I mean, next turn. I don't think you need to worry about it this turn. Or I guess you could do it this turn if you wanted. I mean, he's not going to hit you either way. Unless he's an idiot.
The thing is, though, next turn, most of my, more than half of my income is going to be in finishing East Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to do that plus put a few guys in Svalbard.
I see. So you'd like to wait a little bit. Either do it now or don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either do it now or wait until the turn after next turn.
Yeah. Well, you can do it now if you want. I mean, I think you're okay to do it. I like your position over here. It's gotten better as you've taken East Canada. He's sort of worked himself into a hole.
I'm
He
thinking
should
a
have.
stack of 15.
He should have had a stack advantage right now. Yeah, I think that's probably good.
15 should be good considering he killed most of his stack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first move into Finland with 17.
All right, I can see that. And then, So you're just going to take New Brunswick, blockade Svalbard, hit Finland. That's nice. I think that'll work. I hope so anyway.
How much are you hitting Northeast Brazil with?
11. I'm thinking about hitting Peru with 5. If I lose 2...
You need to do it with 5? Why not 4?
Well, if I lose 2... Well, 11 versus 12 in Northeast Brazil doesn't make much of a difference. If I add another guy in Peru, then I'll make taking Northern SA more likely next turn. If I don't see anybody in St. Helena. So...
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see, I need to play 6 in Amazonas to take Northeast Coast.
What might be better, instead of hitting Peru with an extra one, put the guy in North Brazil and just have them sit. You can use them to take Northeast Coast if you have space, but if you don't have space, you can first move them into Northeast Brazil next turn to help you out against if he does have a stack.
That's an interesting idea. I hadn't considered that. I like that. Yeah, I like that better.
Yay for minor optimizations.
Screw what I was doing. All right, I'll just do that. I like that better. All right, yeah, that seems decent.
I really hope that minor doesn't make the difference, but one of these times it would. I mean, it
could.
Really can, yeah.
It could.
Okay, I'm about ready.
All right, I'm prepared.
Okay, here we go.
Let's commit.
Turn has advanced.
All right, let's watch it.
Watching.